So here's yet another piece of beautiful information that I, of course, always get whenever I am done with my life. Whenever I just finish my life, I realize there's been more information coming my way, and some of it is absolutely excellent. So this is, of course, when Daniel realized that there was a lot of pressure, new pressure about the core that Brad Wong claimed to have heard. And Brad Wong, of course, I'm not really into him in terms of his statements being all over the place, and he's getting a little bit ahead of himself, maybe, who knows. But in the essence of things, I don't think he has a reason to lie. He didn't get things wrong. I think he's not able to really communicate too well with a large group of people that is, paying attention to him right now. And he also has no interest to go too deep into detail about his past. And there are things that he, would rather not want people to pay attention to. Well, there's so much stuff happening. In that regard, Janie was actually pretty successful in terms of putting pressure on him. Daniel, I don't believe you're scared of him, as you claim. So I think that, well, at least not to the point that you need drone protection. So Janie told us already how important the area, I mean, how important it is. If something really, for example, if somebody accuses me of doing something really ridiculous, I may not get into it because I am not thinking that there would be a need for, to pay attention to everything, right? So if somebody accused or made a statement there is a loud car, and you have no clue what they're talking about, what would you do if your two children are missing? Would you zoom in on that and try to discredit him? Or would you maybe mention only when asked, what the hell is he talking about? I have no idea. Maybe he's losing his freaking mind, man. But there was no car. But you see, Daniel, remember what he said at one point? When he was asked about his car being towed, no cars were towed. And boy, do I love it. Remember this one. Focus on Daniel Martells' baseline, people. That was the day his car was towed. Do I need to remind you? Do I need to play the segment? No. His car was towed. He even made a joke about they should just keep it for evidence so he doesn't have to pay the impound fees or something like that. But the first thing that he did when he was asked about it, he denied it. That was a lie. But how was he able to lie? Well, now we get his lying pattern. He said no cars were towed, plural. And technically speaking, you are absolutely correct. Your car was towed. Establish the baseline pattern and lying pattern. Guys, now, here is Daniel responding to, I guess, the multitude of allegations surrounding what type of vehicle was hurt at night, right? By Brad Wong. Remember, we now have his lying pattern. We have it down. We know it's easier for him to lie if he doesn't technically lie. So this is like a BSing pattern, if you will. If you will. All right, Daniel Martell, let's get to it. Let's hear from you. Even now I'm getting messages. Cool. Cool, man. Okay. My vehicle never moved out of the yard that night, and it never moved out of that yard the following day. And you are absolutely right. What's your definition of night, Daniel? Now, if you look at Janie's definition of night, she actually, well, talked about supper time, right? And Earl Martell, yeah, I think your son needs to fess up. How about that? How about both of them? How about this is avoidance without you actually committing to any type of factual revelation? And by the way, never forget who lied to you, people. Never forget. Never forget. Never forget until you understand the true intentions to the fullest. By the way, going back to Run Mexico, any of you moderators remember that person from my chat? And he's learning, and I don't expect him to be back anytime soon. Why is this not working? Who cares? Okay, sorry about this, but I cannot find it. But Janie, I should find it, right? Remember that, Janie? Um, I